women singles, especially that second game after leading 19-13, it suddenly became very, very exciting for Ratchanok to take it 22-20. The next match coming up is a men's singles, and it's the reigning Olympic champion from China, CHEN Long, and he's up against SON Wan Ho, the number 4 seed from Korea. SON Wan Ho accidentally won the match yesterday in the semi-final at a walkover against Lu Darren from Malaysia. But here we have the race, the HSBC race to Guangzhou in the men's singles, and as you can see, Lo Kian Yu of Singapore is number 1 on the list, and that's why, because he beat the mighty Lin Dan in the final of the Thailand Masters last week. And here we have the draw of the men's singles, and you can see CHEN Long seeded number 3 and SON Wan Ho seeded number 4. So the first one of the 2 players to enter the stadium here is the reigning Olympic champion, CHEN Long. Not only is he the reigning Olympic champion, he also won the World Championship in 2014 and 2015. His opponent from Korea, SON Wan Ho, won the bronze at the World Championship in 2017. He's a very, very strong runner. Might not be technically so impressive, but you have to admire his consistency. Very often he's losing the first game, but so often coming through due to tremendous fitness level. CHEN Long here in the picture actually lost the first round last year in the Malaysia Masters. He lost to Anthony Ginting from Indonesia, 21-17, 21-15. And the head-to-head between these 2 players is staggering, isn't it? It's 11-4 at the advantage of CHEN Long. And last time they played was in a China Open, but that was 2017. They have not played one another in 2018. And we will have the traditional warm-up, 2 minutes before we get ready, and in the meantime we will introduce the players to you here. We've got CHEN Long, 30 years of age. He just turned 30 a few days ago, actually on the 18th of January. The way to this final, as you can see, he has won all his matches in 2 straight games. He is presently ranked number 4 in the world, and that's based on 15 tournaments. He has been number 1 in the world for 76 weeks. His opponent of today, SON Wan Ho, also 30 years of age, is ranked number 5 at the moment. He has also been a world number 1, but not as many weeks as CHEN Long. SON Wan Ho has been number 1 on the list for 17 weeks. The way to this final, as you can see, he had to work a lot harder. The first round match against Anders Antonsen went straight to games, but then 2 matches where he had to go the full distance, and especially in the quarter-final against Shrikant Kidambi. It was a tough match, losing the first game 23-21, then winning 16-17. The court officials for this match is Lau Chen Lee of Malaysia, the umpire, and the service judge is David Wong, and both of these 2 court officials are from Malaysia. So it's very interesting. They play the final today, which is the last match of the tournament. That's why it's called a final. But last year, both of these players, they lost the first round of the tournament. As I mentioned earlier, CHEN Long lost to Anthony Ginting, and SON Wan Ho, he lost to Lou Darren, 21-15, 21-13 in the first round. So, what a turn of events.
Yeah, absolutely. A big change from last year, but we saw the number 1 and 2 seeds fall out of this tournament as well.
Yeah, Momota lost fairly early in the tournament. Kento Momota from Japan, the undisputed best player on the circuit last year, 2018 in the men's singles. And Shiyu Chi, who lost to Lou Darren in the quarter-final. He's world number 2 at the moment.
Kento Momota, it was the first round that he lost to his teammate.
And on my left,
Kento
CHEN
Nishimoto.
Long, China. SON Wan Ho to serve. Love all. Play.
Well, both of these players are so solid, but CHEN Long just does that one better in everything that he does. He's so consistent, so solid on defense, waiting for his opportunity and then taking the attack. But SON Wan Ho, as you mentioned, he gets everything back. He's a runner as well, so doesn't make it easy on his opponents. But again, CHEN Long's a favorite coming in.
Yeah, I agree with it. From, I would say, the quarterfinals onwards, I felt all along that CHEN Long was possibly the favorite to win this tournament, but not taking anything for granted today. We have to have the highest respect for his opponent today, SON Wan Ho, because he can really play top quality. And as I mentioned earlier, he has been world number 1 at one time. So let's see how it goes.
Nice and quick, but I think that sailed out the back.
It did. We have a challenge from SON Wan Ho, and I'm convinced, just like you are, that one was going out the back line. But let's see what forecast
yeah. Be a bit careful, because you know these can be long rallies, and you might want to have that extra challenge at the end when it really matters, if it's in or out too, when it's more important, I would say, than at the beginning.
And it's always also very tough to call the challenge when it's on the back line.
It's really hard. Not unless it's obvious, I'd be careful on that one.
Yeah. Yeah, that was out. That was a disastrous shot here from the man in the white t-shirt, SON Wan Ho. Almost hitting the red carpet. But it's also interesting that, you know, one would think that SON Wan Ho is having a small advantage due to the fact that he did not play yesterday in that semi-final. But I would definitely disagree, because the way that CHEN Long came through his semi-final against Victor Axelsen in 2 straight games and did not really had to push himself that hard. I think it's much better to play and stay in the game and be prepared rather than having suddenly a day off in between.
I agree. He wasn't really pushed to his max. It would be a little bit different, but no, just very confident in that semi-final against Victor Axelsen and pulled it off in 2 straight games. Really strong.
Yeah, he was playing well, and somehow I can't help thinking whether it's CHEN Long really playing at the best of his game, or it was Victor Axelsen maybe playing not at his best and, you know, on his way to recovery.
I think a bit of both, actually, and I think we're going to see CHEN Long come out like we've talked in the past. Only had 1 win last year at the
French Open.
He was steady all the time, but I think he really wants to hunt down the 2020 Olympic Games in Tokyo, and he has everything that he could win again. But I think he just mentally, like, he wants it, and then I'd watch out for him this year.
Definitely. He's also one of the top contenders on my list for Tokyo 2020. That's a good nice shot. It's an easy kill.
Oh, goodness!
Both of the players apologising. SON Wan Ho for getting it back. Oh, I do apologise for that.
7-3.
Try to have a look at this.
That was a bullet as well.
First apologise. Quite funny.
You're going to hit me with my racket. Well, watch out.
Yeah, it's coming back. Good play at the net there by CHEN Long. So I think you can have a situation here where you have 2 players quite similar in style of play, that you can either have a really, really long match, or you can have a fairly quick match, because I think that CHEN Long is just slightly stronger in all different departments than SON Wan Ho. And maybe that's making the difference unless SON Wan Ho is playing one of his very best matches.
Yes, I agree, Morton. Definitely, CHEN Long has that huge advantage because, you know what, he's just steadier and better at everything he does out on court. But SON Wan Ho can run it down and make it go long. But again, like you said, CHEN Long. Both 30 years of age, too, and they're still playing and can play at the #1 spot.
Definitely. SON Wan Ho finished at #5 on the world ranking last year, based on 19 tournaments. He also ended up as a #5 on the race to Guangzhou, and that was based on 13 counting tournaments. Oh, that's a wonderful smash down the line here for SON Wan Ho. SON SON Wan Ho, he lost almost half of the 13 tournaments in the first or second round last year. Despite that, he still qualified as number 5. 6 first and second round losses, 4 quarterfinals, 2 semi-finals and 2 wins, because he won the Hong Kong Open and he won the Korean Masters. Taking the last 4 points, closing the gap to just 1, 7-8.
Waits for his opportunity to smash, and I think CHEN Long just very consistent waiting, and then once he has that opportunity, watch out.
That's a good lift. Very tight net shot there by CHEN Long.
Oh, what a shot. Uses his reach, 6'2", just clips it cross court.
10-7.
Interesting that these two players also played one another in 2016 Olympic Games in Rio. And that was in the quarterfinal, where obviously, as we all know now, CHEN Long won it, as he went on to win that tournament.
And I think a lot of Malaysians were. Lee Chung-wei had his chance after beating Lin Dan in the semi, and then CHEN Long denied him.
That's correct. CHEN Long simply the better player on that day in Rio.
It was 21-18, 21-18 against Lee Chung-wei in the final. He also beat Victor Axelsen in the semi-final, 14-15. Predictions for 2020. If it's CHEN Long, who's the second one from China? Lin Dan or Shi Yuqi?
I think it's Shi Yuqi. I think it is. I think it's going to be difficult for Lin Dan, but no, never discard him. I have the greatest respect. He is really an awesome player, but I think signs lately he has shown slowed down. But you never know when 1st of May starts and he needs to qualify. Who knows whether he can
that's right, yes.
pull up another rapid. You never know.
Yeah, Super Dan, you never watch out.
Yeah.
He has the weapons to do it, whether he can or not. We'll see. Easier shot would have went cross court, but he opened the racket and went straight on that one.
It's just out, just wide of that sideline. And CHEN Long has got the lead at the mid-game interval here with the smallest of margins. 11-10.
Play.
So we are ready to commence after the interval. 11-10, Chen Long serving.
And out the side again. Time, a 30-shot rally.
Play.
That's a good lift. Really awesome length by Son Wan Ho.
Great on the back line.
And now Chen Long is pointing towards that, asking the coach, was that in or out? Because that was awesome length.
Oh, what a shot. Great get by Chen Long. Oh, my goodness. Wow.
Yeah, that's definitely worth watching once again. Perfect recovery shot there by Son Wan Ho. First that attack cross court.
Thank you.
Such a quick racket. Goes cross on that one.
That's a nice shot, but I think not only is it a nice shot, it's the correct shot, because so many players are overcommitting on the straight one, waiting
Exactly.
at that backhand at the front. And I think Chen Long did the same here. So he was slightly overcommitting, and that's why he got forward by that shot as well.
13-12.
And Son Wan Ho is back in the lead.
Service over. 13-all.
SON Wan Ho's fiance lost in the quarterfinals against Carolina Marin, Sung Ji Young, 21-13, 21-13.
Service over, 14-13.
Of course, Chen Long got married back in 2017.
Really quality net play here. We've seen this men's single from both the players. Look at this one, also hitting the top of the tape by SON Wan Ho. But both the players are playing extremely tight at the net.
Yeah, and you can see the opponent on the other side just hovering around there, but yet they still try to play that net shot. Or not, but I think that was definitely in. That was a good one. Chen Long played. SON Wan Ho trying to play a net shot.
15,
rejection at the tape.
Slowly but surely getting towards the end of this opening game, and SON Wan Ho is 17-15 up. It's called in. It's right in the corner, that lift. I think that probably hit both the lines, the back line and the sideline.
Can't get any better than that.
Oh, what a lift. 3 points lead, 3 points to take this opening game.
Service over, 16-18.
Good play by SON Wan Ho, really good play. Very fast, as you said. And he's guiding it very nicely. Good control.
Comes in nice and high. Watch his racket just goes cross.
And short of the service line. And that's opening up for 3 game points for SON Wan Ho.
Game point 17.
Beautiful cross-court smash there by SON Wan Ho, reversing that one and catching CHEN Long completely off guard and taking the opening game 21-17.
사실 타이밍을 안 주고 있잖아. 그러니까 네가 그 다음부터 수비나 그 앞에 고출이하니까 그냥 미스가 그리고 나 끝쪽으로 네가 리턴이 여자가 지금 정확히 못하고 근데 일반적으로는 이게 막 붙이고 나올 거란 말이야. 그게 되죠. 그리고 여기서 보이는 건 앞으로 좀 계속 뚫어주고 바람 붙는 거에 그런 거 생각나. 여기가 아마 이래 보이는 오른쪽에 디펜스가 내가 한개 남았어. 내가 드롭 말고 냈으니까 오른쪽 쪽에 드롭 딱 드롭이라고 생각하나 드롭 딱 맞기 때문에 그냥 쪽으로 돌아서
Second game, love all, play.
So SON Wan Ho commends this second game. Love all play. Challenging the very first one here. It's called in. CHEN Long is challenging. And it's called in, which means it's a wasted challenge by CHEN Long, unsuccessful.
SON Wan Ho really playing solid the first game, really playing well.
Yeah, as I said earlier, the man in white t-shirt, don't underestimate him. Out. It was over, but out.
Signal, please. You want to channel?
Yeah, it was a challenge. It was a tough one to see, actually. I don't know if she...
Challenges for
It hit the tape, and I think Chen Long is going to be right on this one. The linesman got a little distracted when it hit the tape.
The shot is called out by Hawkeye, and that's why it's so nice to have one of these challenges,
Exactly.
isn't it?
Yes, for sure.
Exactly a situation like this. So use them carefully. They don't want to force it ever. It's almost like playing a mirror sometimes. Nice and steady.
Wipe the cup, please. Wipe the cup, please.
Puts that one away.
Thank you.
Quick racket down on that one.
Yeah, that was a simple mistake from SON Wan Ho. Sure, he's not happy with that. See, he was in full balance. I still think there's a small drift in the stadium, and it's obviously favouring CHEN Long at the moment. I think he's playing a little bit against that drift, and it's easier for him to keep it in on the back line. But it's not much, it's not as much as the other days.
Yeah, but now it is a big stadium. 14,000 people can fit in here. We have a pretty good size crowd today. Everything makes a difference with the wind as well. Temperature, people, humidity, altitude, speed of the shuttle.
Yes, everything influences it. It's out.
Well, a bit of surprise since 2009 when the Malaysian Masters started. In the men's singles, China has never won the men's singles. 5 other nations, and of course Lee Chong-wei has won it 5 different times, but yeah, China's not on
the list yet.
No, so history could be made today as well. Leong-il won it back in 2015 for Korea. He trains here in KL as well. Great player for many, many, many years. No Morton. Malaysian Open. You've won that one. You played here many times.
Yes, I've played here many times, but not in this stadium. It was in the old stadium, Negara,
Yes.
which is very close to the city centre. It was a round stadium, and it was also quite tricky to play.
And you have that title, but the heat too back then.
Yeah, it's not like today. In the olden days, there was no air conditioning as what we have today, so conditions are very different today when you're playing these stadiums as what it was in the past.
Of course, that was home court advantage for the Malaysians, or when he went to Indonesia and Thailand. So
Yeah.
very hard on you as well.
Yeah, it was a bit tough, but it was still good times.
Oh, amazing.
So SON Wan Ho here has made some early mistakes and needs to catch up if he wants to win this in 2 straight games.
5, 8.
It's going to be a hard one to play. You could feel SON Wan Ho on the other side.
Yeah, he's lurking there, so waiting for it.
6,
Good patient play here by SON Wan Ho. We earlier mentioned about SON Wan Ho's results of last year, and if we go to CHEN Long, he did not qualify for the World Tour finals. He ended up as number 13 on the list based on 11 tournaments.
8.
So first and second round he's got 5 losses, 4 quarterfinals, 1 semi-final and 1 win. And as you pointed out, Shemaine, he won in the French Open, the 750 tournament. And suddenly, it's 8-all. A little bit of concerned faces here on the bench of China.
Service over. 9, 8.
There's no doubt that that is seen as a missed opportunity from SON Wan Ho. I'm sure he wanted that one. That was a really nice opportunity to play a tight net shot. However, he missed that one. It's going out.
10, 8.
It's in.
Beautiful shot.
Service over. 9, 10.
Cuts over it. Great angle. Wan Ho.
So, Shemaine, what would you do if you were in the shoes of Chen Long? You know, he's playing his patient game, and he's lost the first, and now he's 10-all here in the second. Would you just stay the same, believe in whatever you got, or do you want to change, perhaps become a little bit more aggressive?
I think so. I think he needs to start attacking just that little bit more. He has those great angles, but when he has that opportunity, I think he needs to just take it up one notch and get on attack and start smashing.
10-all.
That's what he did there. Much more pace.
Exactly, that long reach and puts it right back to the net. Well done.
Good net play there by Chen Long, but again, a wonderful lift from SON Wan Ho.
12-10. Service over. 11-12.
Oh, good get. Great cross court too.
It's good quality shots here from both the players.
Just off the tape. Again, keeps it open.
It's wonderful play from these two players. They're really showing the very best of badminton here. The longest rally after this match, 39 shots. The second longest is 30 shots.
Right thought though, too far out the back. But that's what would make a difference. That's what he needs to do, start getting on attack.
SON Wan Ho really reckons he's very, very lucky on that one. Trying to look at his facial expression after it. Look at that. He knows that that was not the best of the choices he played there. Really well brushed off there by SON Wan Ho. Twice they were hitting the top of the tape, one each. But I think this is a very classical men's singles match because it's all about the initiative of the net. Whoever gets the initiative there is the one that's winning, and they dare to play the shots even when the other one is standing there. They have to play back of the net.
Yes, exactly. And you see that there it is again, the battle of the net.
Exactly. Want to force that lift. That was woefully short from SON Wan Ho. And CHEN Long puts it away. That one there is really short. See, it's not the even landing at the first line. CHEN Long is jumping up within the box. Crunch time, wasn't it? He was really undecided.
Yeah.
Chose to leave it.
Almost thought about playing it again, the drift. It could stay in with that drift, but not enough.
14-all.
Well, 2 days ago it was CHEN Long's birthday, turning 30, so
A good present for him.
it could be. Beautiful shot again, a little short on that. Take huge advantage, goes cross. 6'2" in height, puts it down to the ground.
14.
Once again shows what a good idea it is sometimes to smash it back where the opponent is coming from.
Yeah, just coming out, you're still moving out of that position, and to go back to the same spot is very hard.
Again, we see SON Wan Ho forcing the lift from CHEN Long, getting very, very early in at the net, playing that spinning net shot. That CHEN Long lifts out on the back line. 15-all.
Tried for the net, not successful. SON Wan Ho goes up by 1 point now.
16-15.
Once again, I must say I like it. If one wants to change the shuffle, the other one totally agrees. So yes, you just go along.
Yeah, exactly. Just get it done, change it.
No mess about.
No. Really on his game today, keeps that pressure on.
15.
Opening up the court there, well read by Chen Long. But he really took his chance there, SON Wan Ho. Attack there, look at the way he's moving forwards, going cross court, but really well read by Chen Long. Down the line would have been a better shot. But it's not easy to play. Once again, you see this cross-court from SON Wan Ho rather than going straight down the line, because he knows that most players are waiting for the straight one, and he opts to go across. Of course, he was lucky to win it, but still, it was a good option.
Throws your opponent off, just that split second makes a difference.
SON Wan Ho pulled out of the World Championship in Nanjing due to a leg injury, and now he's here very, very close. Final of the Malaysia Masters.
He won the bronze back in 2017 at the World Championships.
Well, that's good play. That's good play by CHEN Long.
And he gets it so high as well. He doesn't let it drop. He puts that pace back into the shot. Off at 18 apiece again.
That's in. That's in. Yes. That's in. But you know, I say yes because the way he played that backhand, he can play it straight block shot, cross block shot, and then he's got that whip on that one where he's playing it down the line, and he's playing it so perfectly.
Yeah, it is perfect. Look at that. Right on the line.
1918. See, he goes cross court as well. Did you see that?
Yes. SON Wan Ho really on the game today. Great attack. Goes straight on that one. Right there, moving in.
And a match point has arrived. 2, to be more precise. 20, match point 18. Out.
Saved one.
Yeah, one save by CHEN Long. Will extra point be required?
19-20.
I can't believe he played that one back of the net. That is cool play by SON Wan Ho, but equally cool by CHEN Long as he also tried to play it back one more time. Unbelievable on match point. The net exchange, the net played a tremendous difference in this match today.
Yeah, both trying to win the net at the very end, all throughout the game, made the difference there. But definitely on match point to be able to have the confidence to play that shot. Just watch here. Beautiful shot and one better.
So here we got the confirmation. SON Wan Ho wins the men's singles at the Malaysia Masters 2019, winning at 21-17, 21-19 in 55 minutes. And we will get ready for the prize money ceremony, which will happen in a very, very short time. What a good match we witnessed here. As we mentioned earlier, it was really a battle for the initiative at the net. And we saw so many fantastic net exchanges, and as we also mentioned, the last one.
Yeah, exactly. SON Wan Ho was so solid during that game too. You have to give him credit, but really trying to win that net, and at the end, to be able to play it right back, that was phenomenal.
SON Wan Ho had 2 wins last year. The Hong Kong Open, the Super 500 tournament, and Korean Masters just a few weeks after that, and that's a Super 300 tournament.
You can tell they have respect with each other as well on the court, and both number ones, but the Olympic champion went down today.
He did. Twice world champion, once Olympic champion. In the picture, CHEN Long in the black t-shirt. Oh, what a match we were treated to today.
He wanted that birthday present of winning this title, but to make the finals, again, getting on that podium, working his way back up.
Program Masters 2019 men's singles. Runner-up from China, CHEN Long.
And runners-up in the men's singles, CHEN Long from China.
Champion
Reigning Olympic champion. And the winner today is SON Wan Ho from Korea, winning 21-17, 21-19.
President of Badminton Association
And here we have a picture of Lee Chong-wei from Malaysia, and the president of the Badminton Association as well, Datuk Muhammad Nur Zakaria, who is presenting the medals.
Yang berbahagia, Datuk Wira Lee Chong-wei.
And the flowers to be presented by Datuk Wira Lee Chong-wei.
And also we now invite Ms. Suzanne Yeoh, Head of Retail Banking and Wealth Management, HSBC Malaysia, to present the winner's checks.
And the check is presented by Ms. Suzanne Yeoh, the Head of Retail Banking and Wealth Management at HSBC here in Malaysia.
Thank you very much. Yang berbahagia Datuk Seri Muhammad Nur Zakaria, Datuk Wira Lee Chong-wei, and Ms. Suzanne Yeoh for presenting the prizes to the winners.
they're asking Lee
So we will
Chung-wei.
have the pictures here with Lee Chung-wei, and the crowd absolutely goes mad. And the highlights is coming up in just a second.